Welcome back guys to another Zero DTE video, and today Coach Ernie is going to be talking about Fed day trading, so make sure you stay tuned. If you're interested in becoming a pro trader, check out the link in the description to join the world's #1 Zero DTE trade destination. Enjoy guys.
Could you talk about your timing strategy for zero DTEs on Fed day? The advantages of taking your trade early in the morning versus taking it right before the meeting?
It often will turn out to be 2, maybe 3 different trades. On Fed day, probably not the first one that I was going to mention, but on Fed day, obviously the implied volatility is way up, and you're going to find what will look like a very attractive big ass fly in the morning because it'll be super cheap. It'll probably be like $7 or $8 or something like that. The only problem with that is that it could also really move and you might be out $700 or $800. But it's something worth considering. The other problem is that if you put it on in the morning, even though it looks really cheap, the price probably won't change at all until about 2 o'clock. You'll get virtually no premium decay at all. So that makes it a tough trade to do, where normally you would have high volatility in the morning and then you have a big volatility crush right after the market opens and you get this incredible return. But that doesn't happen on Fed day. So the big ass fly is typically out. And then the next thing you have is in the morning, you'll have perhaps just a normal zero DTE trade, nothing spectacular. I would take quick profits. I wouldn't think about holding it throughout the day unless it somehow moves right inside the middle and you can just hang on to it. But typically I would be looking to make a few $100s if I could off of a trade like that, and then grab that money and then use that as, if you did make anything, and use that to finance your trade right before the Fed releases their minutes at 2 o'clock. The thing is, not much will happen at 2 o'clock usually, because almost everyone knows what the expectation is, unless it's totally different. Because if it's totally different, then you might get a really big move. But most people expect it, and then volatility will stay high. It won't drop until 2:30 when there's the presser, and then the market will start going all over the place. So generally, boil that down to potentially a morning trade, take quick profits, and then another trade just before the minutes are released. Does that help?
And that's a Batman most of the time?
You could do a Batman. I just usually pick one direction. Sometimes I do a Batman. I just make sure I don't overpay for it.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. I figure that if the market's really going to move, it's going to move probably negatively. Very rarely, if ever, will you see it move way, way up. Once in a while, but it usually will move way up and then way down. I don't recall too many times where it's moved up and then remained up. It's like the Fed's not in the business of giving us good news, particularly in this environment. So if you're going to put a trade on, I would think that a put fly would have a better chance. See, the other thing is that I wouldn't go into this day thinking, this is my opportunity to make a lot of money. That's a bullshit assumption. If you go in with that idea, the chances are you're going to lose a lot of money. Just another day, another trade.
I'm terrible on these days. I never seem to be able to make it work.
Because you're thinking that there's opportunity, and I'm telling you, it's not that much opportunity.
And today I'm sitting on my hands going, maybe I won't trade today.
No, you can take the trade. Just don't expect anything. If you don't expect anything, then you're going to trade small. And then if you lose, it won't be any big deal.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
The only thing that you can expect is really bad news in the face of all this good news. And everyone is expecting what the Fed's going to do. That's already baked in, so it's not going to go much higher. And if it does, it would be a huge surprise. The only thing that could happen is that Jerome Powell's got that hair across his ass for Trump, and he injects something that sends the whole market into a tizzy and the price drops. So put on a super cheap put fly. Simple.
He's going to ham and haw about no data. That's what he's going to do.
That's what he's always been doing. But recently he has been seeing the light or something. I don't know if he's just trying to secure his legacy or what he's trying to do. I have no idea. But he's not long for this job. So it's going to be replaced in the second quarter of next year?
He's got a nice building though.
Yeah. So that's how I would play it. I would not sit there thinking that this is my chance to make some money. It's just not going to happen. You know, everyone gets all hyped up about Fed day. The only way I look at it is that, hey, it's my chance to put on a really cheap trade. That's about it. That's it.
Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button below. If you're interested in becoming a pro trader, remember to check out the link in the description for Ernie's school community.